Last Tuesday afternoon, approximately 2,500 to 3,000 Albertans gathered on the steps of the Alberta legislature building to show Rachel Notley and her NDP that they disagree with the direction of the province. Now, the protest coincided with the Alberta government's speech from the throne. That's the speech that lays out the NDP plans for the spring session of the Alberta legislature. The protesters also gathered to present the 164,000 signatures they say they gathered by the protest group Albertans First. Now they're hoping to prompt the government to allow a plebiscite or a chance for the public to directly vote. Albertans First won a plebiscite on both Bill 6, so that's the farm unionization bill, and the looming carbon tax that will make our cost of living approximately $1,000 to $3,000 more expensive each and every year. Now, like every anti-NDP protest I've ever been to at the legislature, donations to Alberta's hard-hit food banks were collected. Homemade signs showed opposition to the carbon tax, Bill 6, Bill 10, and the coal phase-out. The sentiment in the crowd was frustration. I spoke to Gail Martin, and she was there to oppose Bill 6. Here.
My family farm cannot hire any employees for the month that we need them without WCB, which I don't feel is right.
And I spoke to a young man who made a sign supporting Alberta's oil over Saudi oil. Here.
Kind of bogus that everybody's backing up Saudi Arabia oil and everybody thinks that Alberta oil is so dirty.
And I ran into a man with a really great sign about pipelines and the rebel.
Must stay, the pipelines and the rebel. Somebody's got to keep so-and-so in there in line.
Now, last week's protest wasn't just about Bill 6 or the carbon tax. People were there to protest Bill 10. Now, Bill 10 is the controversial new law that, among other things, also allows students and parents who self-identify as women into the girls' change rooms. Parents who oppose this bill see it as both a safety risk and a violation of parental rights. I first noticed Lauren Voss when he was in a confrontation with an NDP supporter and was using his son's class bear to explain to the NDP supporter the perils of Bill 10.
The biggest priority of the NDP party right now is to tell this bear which bathroom he can go to. He's a male bear. He goes to the boys' bathroom.
Now later I asked Lauren to explain to me what he saw as the problem with Bill 10. Listen.
I have 4 children. They are the most precious things to me. If you are not going to allow parents to be the first people involved in our children's lives, and they're going to try and make the government or teachers take that role, it's just going to go downhill.
Oh, but it wasn't all love for the rebel and dislike for the NDP. There were about 20 NDP supporters there, and not really any fans of us amongst them. One guy said the rebel sucks, so I wanted to talk to him. Here.
You don't want to tell me why rebel media sucks?
Oh, come on. Everybody knows that. Anybody with a brain knows that.
What do we lie about?
So they twist things and lie and everything.
No, but could you give me a specific example? What do I lie about?
This is awful.
You wind people up.
But what you said I lie. What do I lie about?
You present opinion as fact.
You spent opinion as fact.
What do I lie about?
I don't know anything specific.
Now, I chatted also with a nice young man who supports the NDP. I wanted to know who he thought should pay for the NDP spending spree.
I mean, taxpayers. This seems like an obvious question. I don't understand.
I guess my question is it moral to unload this debt for current spending on my children?
So, you know, all money is created out of debt, right? So you can't actually spend money without creating debt.
We didn't receive our parents' debt because Ralph Klein paid it off. Now,
no, you didn't.
He didn't.
No.
Ralph Klein didn't pay off the debt.
Now, my favorite part there was the stunned silence. Talking in abstract terms about what is real or what isn't is exactly what I imagine millennial NDP supporters to do when discussing fiscal policy. And I suspect he isn't alone in not knowing that Ralph Klein actually paid off the Alberta debt in 2004. Now, last Tuesday's protest brought busloads of people from all parts of the province. They're just regular Albertans, and they don't feel Rachel Notley cares about them or their concerns. And really, the way Rachel Notley is plowing ahead with her agenda, I can't say that the protesters are wrong to feel that way. We all know that if public sector unions were rallying in the same size and scope, the NDP would listen to them. These people are farmers, oil patch workers, and parents concerned about losing autonomy over their children. So they'll be ignored and maligned by the NDP. But that doesn't mean they should stop. Rally, protest, make the NDP listen, or remember that they didn't listen to you in 2019. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.